Hello, and welcome to episode 66 of the Knitting Annihilator podcast. I am Akira, your friendly neighborhood knitter, and I'm coming to you today from my amazing home in Adamsville, Alabama, where I live with my sexy, gorgeous husband and my two boys, Aiden, who is 3, and Ethan, who is 1. If you are new here, welcome. I hope you subscribe and become a part of the alliance. And if you are a returning viewer, welcome back. And then just check, see if you're subscribed. You know, so I do that sometimes, and it's okay. I'll wait. You good? You good? Cool. Okay, so we have 657 subscribers. Yo, that's wild. That's wild because I've never gotten past 500. So that's insane. So thank you so much for coming here and finding something that tickles your fancy. Also, I was on the fiber hustle with Aaron and Chip. Did you see that? Did you see that? Because I saw that. I saw that and I was so excited. So I love them. I think they are fantastic. And, yeah, thank you for shouting me out. And I love that. So, yep. It's been 3-ish weeks. I'm usually a bi-weekly podcast, so I'm not too far behind. Things got a little crazy in between, so life, but I definitely want to make sure I give you 2 podcasts this month. And yeah, so today is Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day for those who celebrate. Me and my husband don't really celebrate because 8 years ago I asked him to be my boyfriend 2 days after Valentine's Day. So, on Tuesday, that'll mark 8 years of us being together. So, and then we will be married 5 years this year. So, yes. Today is my cousin's birthday, so happy birthday, Seth. I know you don't watch this. I know, and it's okay. But happy birthday anyway. I'm a little chatty because I'm tired. Ethan woke up and he would not go back to sleep. He just now went back to sleep. It is 9:16 a.m. He's been up since 5, watching Scooby-Doo, banging on my boob. Baba, baba. But he gets to go back to sleep because it's so cute. It's fine. Fine. We're gonna get through the day. It's gonna be okay. So, I have a little bit of admin. I've only been working on one project and I have some plans. So let's get into it. You can find me on Instagram as knitting_annihilator_. And on Instagram, I am running a make-along, which is the Happy Needles Mal 2020 that ends February 28th, and I'll be pulling prizes on March 1st. And I have 2 prizes here that I'm going to be giving away, so I will show those to you. So these are from my stash. A lot of them are single ply, except for this one. I think this one's a 4-ply. This one's a 4-ply, but I paired it with this single ply because I like to send, when I send out prizes, I want to kind of send out something that would pique my interest. So 2 skeins put together I thought was a great idea. So this is what the first prize is. So this is Lambstrings Yarn in the colorway Graffiti, and it's on a single space. And then this is Dye for Knitting in the colorway Treasure Island. And as you can see, they both have the same kind of color story. So I figure you put that together, and that can make a shawl or a hat or something. Maybe a little brioche if you're into that. And then here is the second one. Both of these are Lambstrings Yarn. This colorway is called Toasted. And this colorway is called Leather. So I figured those would pair beautifully together. So yeah, so those are the two prizes for this make-along. We're definitely going to have another make-along because I did receive a prize that I feel like would go better with the next make-along I want to do. So I'm going to save it for the next one. But we're going to talk about it too. So that is pretty much it for that. So let's get into some victories, because I have victories in a, it's not a gloomy way, but it still got done. So nope, it's not gonna work. I thought so I was going to film a video about this, but life happened. Couldn't get that done. So I had some projects that I wanted to frog, and Tommy of the Moonstone Makes podcast is having a finish, frog it, or fix it along, and I felt that that was my inspiration to do this. So I made the My Secret Crop Top by Jessie May, and I made it out of yarn dyed by my beautiful friend Kalisha of the Quirky Monday Craftcast, and out of some Dragon Hoard yarns. And I think it was my fault. Somehow the strap got like unattached. So I don't know what I did wrong, but it was definitely me, not the pattern. So I ripped it out. And I'm gonna make it again. I may do a hat out of these colors though, because I really like these colors. I gotta see how much I have. Don't even know if I have that much for a hat. But I did rip it out. And I'm calling this a victory because I'm proud of myself. I don't think I ever would have done that as far as ripping something out when mistakes were made. And I did it. So that is a victory. I also ripped out my Vertices Unite shawl by Stephen West. I wasn't moved. I don't really know why. And yeah, so I was just like, I'm not gonna have it sitting on these signature needles that are $12,000 practically. I'm not gonna have them sitting on those needles when I can do something else with them. So I took it off and I ripped back, and I was only on section 1, so it wasn't that far of a rip back. So those are my 2 victories for this episode. Like I said, extremely proud that I did that. Never thought I would. I do still have one more thing to frog, and I just can't. So I want to say this is my Spellman sweater by Dragon Hoard Designs. So I was test knitting this while I was pregnant with my second son. Yes, I'm gonna say it's my second son. And this is finger weight and mohair held together. Just holding this up is making me nauseous. And it's the mohair. It's not the other yarn, of course. Mohair makes me want to vomit. And I just learned that the hard way, like paying for it and working with it. I'm legit getting nauseous right now. So I need to frog this because I want this yarn back. Look how beautiful this is. And that's cashmere. And then here's this yarn. So I want this back because Chevis of Chevy Row and stuff. I'll put it on the screen. But y'all know who Chevis is. Grab your drink and all of that. Yeah. She's having a knit along where you use two different dyers, but you kind of fade them together to make something. And I know what I want to make with that. And I need it. I want it back. So I may have to get my husband to help me. Because like I said, that really makes me want to throw up. And that's so weird. But to this day, I cannot. So, I think that's it. So let's talk about battles, aka whips. And I only have one because I have been monogamous. I don't know where, I don't know why, but I'm just like, I just want to do one thing at a time. And I'm not going to stress myself out about the other things. So, this is living in my Fates Thread deluxe large bag that I am absolutely in love with. And, I am making the Cloud Bay cardigan. I do this every time. The Cloud Bay cardigan by Justyna Lorkowska. I think that was right. If not, that's as good as it's gonna get. This is what it looks like. This is gonna be my first time doing pockets, and I've already made modifications that I don't know are gonna sit well, but we're gonna do it. So let's talk about the yarn. So the yarn that I'm using is Brujeria Lana yarn in the colorway Bruja Ametista is what I want to say it's called. And oh my god, people. Oh my god. So here it is in a skein. And this is 100% Highland Peruvian wool. I've never worked with this before. This is my first time working with this. Trying it on, it seems a bit itchy, but from what I'm hearing, once you block it, it softens up. So I'm praying that's the case. It's not like a bad itchy, but it's just kind of like, oh, you got on wool on your skin. And my skin is sensitive, but I never knew how sensitive until today. So, yeah, so here's the colorway in a skein. Like right here's my favorite part. This makes me feel like a sunset. This makes me want s'mores. Absolutely stunning. And here it is in a cake. As you can see, I have a lot of it. I think I bought 5 skeins, which is what this pattern called for. This is a paid for DK weight pattern. This is sport weight. What was told to me was those can be used interchangeably. So that's what I'm doing. So I am in the middle of a row. Oh no, we're gonna have to talk. Because you know I don't play that. I want you to see this in all its glory. So this is a paid for DK weight. No, paid for. Yes, it's paid for DK weight. I'm using sport weight instead. I am making the 38-inch bust. And my bust is a 36. So I enjoy good positive ease. My mom boobs, they need space. So absolutely. What can I talk about while I go across this row? Oh, some podcasts that I've watched. I watched Michael of the Piece4Peacecrafting Podcast. That feels right. I feel like that's right, so I'm going to keep going. And he is a dancer and a teacher of dance. Fabulous. He makes amazing things. He just finished an all over brioche sweater. I could never. I could never. In a sweater? Nah. So, I watched his podcast yesterday. The usual homies have uploaded, as far as the grocery girls. I think Legacy Fiber Arts uploaded recently. I caught theirs. Happee Knits uploaded. And I felt her when she said she was going to kick Jordan out the house. Baby. He's funny. Jordan is hilarious. And Yolanda's so sweet because she makes socks for her husband. And her husband has like huge feet. Yeah, I don't know if I could do that either. My husband doesn't really like socks. So I'm already going on an adventure in the summer that I am nervous about. So probably talk more about that when the time comes. So, but I don't know if I could do socks because I don't like socks either. I don't like making socks. But yeah. So how are you? What are you working on? You can comment below and let me know. I think, you know what, we can talk about strategies while I'm just sitting here. So, I have been bit by the sweater bug. Sweaters are all the things I want to make. Sweaters are basically the only things I want to make. Sweaters and like t-shirts. I really love my hybrid tee, Cry Wolf tee by Corrado Lark. So I think I want to make more like short sleeve t-shirts. And I really like that. And I really like the idea of putting a short sleeve t-shirt under my sweater that I made, but making the t-shirt as well. So I think that's pretty dang cool. So yeah, but before I cast on my next sweater, I'm going to get some gift knitting out the way. I thought about it. I was like, am I really going to do this after the things I've been through that I'll tell you about when a special thing arrives? But then I was like, I can't punish people for other people's actions. So, yes. The people that I'm gift knitting for are my mom and my dad. Mom and Dad, if you're watching this, I'm going to have to put a timestamp because I don't want you to know what it is. So, for my dad, I want to make him a hat. And not just any hat. I want to make him the Stormtrooper hat out of the latest Star Wars book that just came out. Star Wars Knitting in the Galaxy. I'm going to show it after I finish this row. So I want to make him that. I have the yarn for it. I don't know where I put it. Did I put it up? I don't know. It's around here. Totally around here somewhere. And I'll show you when I find it. Pray to God I didn't de-stash that. But you never know. Oh, I was so emotional. Anyway, I'm gonna do that. And then the Periscoping Sisters already announced that they're doing another mystery knit along. And this one's gonna be called A Mother's Hug. And I've done it every year, so I'm going to do it this year too. I make my mom the mystery shawl every year. So, I'm going to do that for her. And that starts in March. So March is going to be filled with a little bit of gift knitting. And in between, I'm going to cast on another sweater. So, I think the next one's going to be my Tecumseh. Because I'm really loving working with Christina's yarn. And to have 2 sweaters quantities of it, I'm just blessed. So I'm just gonna keep going. Just gonna keep using her yarn. So she's gonna get tired of me tagging her and stuff because all I'm working with is her yarn. I'm sorry. Not sorry. I'm not. Because it's so beautiful. But yeah, so those are my plans. I really don't know where that yarn went. I really don't. Because it was on top of here, but now it's not. I mean, if I have to get more, I will, but it's just the fact that it was here. That I was an adult that went through their stash first, and now I don't see it. That's where I'm having an issue. Yeah. Okay. Thank you for talking to me throughout that row. Here we go. So, this is, again, the Cloud Bay by Justyna Lorkowska. So, I was right here. When you guys last saw it. And here's where I am. I have 2 sleeves. So, I'm going to try this on for you. And as you can see, I got my Progress Keeper from Whitney Marie Anderson. And do you notice anything? Do you notice anything? So that's where she's from. I just came up with the cutest name. So this is Flora. And she's so cute. And then right here, I'm just gonna name her Pookie because her lips are like pouty. So this is Pookie. So me and her are kind of the same today. And then this is Misty. Misty, like mistletoe, Misty. No, I'll stop. I will. I can't. If you like. So, putting this on for you. And I think I could put this on better with this shirt instead of the other shirt I had on Instagram. Yeah, that's way better. Oh, that's lovely. Fantastic. Who did this? Me. It's my work. Trying to put this on without losing stitches is so dangerous. Okay. Oh, I love it even more now. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So, this is how far I am. Let's make sure we're not losing anything. Alright, so we're gonna pick up the collar, you know, and all that jazz. Which I'm so glad. I was really nervous about this part. But if you really pull it, am I losing? No, I'm good. Okay. So if you really pull it, it's rolled. So it's gonna do well as far as my boobs are concerned. And then of course you pick up right here, and then I'm gonna come out with my button band. That's what that's called. So yeah, it's going so well. I am in love with this. So let's talk about modifications, because I did things not to pattern. So So I think I did a decrease repeat up here twice. Then I knit all the way down. And I changed balls like halfway-ish in between. So I used 2 balls in each side to try to make them look the same. But it's hand-dyed yarn, so they're not really going to look the same, but they look pretty similar. So I love it. And I guess I can hold it in my sleeve. So did 1 ball, then did another ball. And then when I got here, I hate one by one ribbing. So I did 2 by 2. So I did 2 by 2 ribbing here. And then I did Jenny's. Say it with me. Jenny's surprisingly stretchy bind off. Okay. What's her name? We're just practicing. Jenny. Okay. I did Jenny's surprisingly stretchy bind off. And I love this so much. So when I tried it on yesterday, is up in here where I was like, ooh, that's a little itchy. And my arms are really sensitive, which is weird because I have tattoos. But my arms are really sensitive. So up in here it was a little itchy, but I think from what I'm learning and watching other people who've worked with it, it's going to block out and like soften up some. But the stitch definition, chef's kiss. The way that if you drop a stitch, it doesn't just fall out because it's like woolly, so it's like sticking together. Chef's kiss. Because I do things like this, and then when I try to take it off, I'm going to lose like 5 stitches. So that's where I am with it. So I'm still debating if I'm going to do 2 by 2 down here, because there's like pockets involved, and I don't know if the pocket's going to do something crazy with the 1 by 1 or 2 by 2 or whatever. But we'll see when we get there. And also this time I didn't want too fitted of sleeves. A lot of my sweaters, the sleeves are like kind of close to you, but I didn't want that. So I kind of gave myself, I don't know if you can see, it's kind of like a poofy at the bottom. Because once I got down here, I finished the rest of the decreases and then went into the ribbing. So yeah, she's cute. I love it so much. So I am on Body Island. I am not a person that thinks sleeves are a drag. I think sleeves are the coolest thing ever. Watching a sleeve grow and just knowing, oh my god, this is a sleeve, like I'm going to wear it, I think is sensational. So sleeves motivate me. The body is actually a drag. I'm so done. But I'm gonna get this done because this is absolutely stunning. And if I have any yarn left, I'm gonna make a matching little under top thing. So, okay, here we go. It's always the takeoff. That is the scariest part. We didn't lose any. Okay, we didn't lose any. All right, I'll get this all put up and then I'll come back to talk about other things. Okay, we're back. So, one thing I want to talk about, Willie of Willy Nilly Knits sent me a prize, and it is this gorgeousness that I believe wifey dyed, and it is so yummy. I don't see a name. Oh, it's called Nebula. That's what that's called. So thanks, Willie. I'm going to use this for my hat make along. And I think I'm going to do that in the fall. So, yeah, a hat make along. So I also wanted to show you, I found the yarn that I'm using for my dad's hat. Because I was about to be extremely upset. So this is either... This is either, what's her name? Hedgehog Fibers in the colorway Typewriter. It's either that or This was a part of a kit from Bad Wolf Girl Sits and Knits from like years ago. I'm breaking it. I'm breaking it, and I deserve to be arrested for breaking it. Okay, here we go. It's either a kit from Bad Wolf Girl Sits and Knits, where she was doing kits for the Namibia shawl by Tammy Gore, and she was doing them in Harry Potter house colors. Come on, I'm getting good at that. She was doing them in Harry Potter house colors, and I got the Ravenclaw house colors, but I never made it. So that's either what that is, or this is Hedgehog Fibers in typewriter. And then I'm going to pair it with Dragon Hoard yarns in the colorway Shadows. So I'm going to be making this hat for my dad. So that's the hat that I'll be making. It's called Clone Trooper Hat by Tanis Gray. So, oh cool, I need a US 3. I was gonna say, because my sister has my US 2s, and she's trying, bless her heart, she's learning, so I'm just teaching her. So that's what I'm gonna make, and I think that's gonna be so cool. Also, how do you knit out of a book? I feel like when I knit, you know, you print out the pattern, you highlight things, you use, you know, certain things, you know, so what do? Do I get like washi tape and then use that each time? Because I don't know what I'm doing. Oh cool, German twisted cast on. Okay. Cool. Okay, so I actually know. Okay. I'm just reading to make sure that I'm qualified to make this hat. And the answer is yes. I'm qualified to make this hat. I may make it as a headband. Maybe there's a way to do that. I'll think about that. But this is the book it's out of. It's the Star Wars Knitting the Galaxy. So, yeah. So that will probably be my next cast on. Because my dad's birthday's in April. And I want to have time to do it. Because 1, it's finger weight. 2, it's color work. Do I think it'll go fast? I don't know. But my next sweater is living in another Fates Threads bag. And this is going to be my Tecumseh by Boylan Knitwork. This is, again, Brujeria Lana yarn in the colorway Summer's End. And that's what this looks like. And then my color work's going to be done in Swish DK in the colorway Bordeaux. And this is going to match my Ripple butt shorts. And I'm going to take pictures and feel like a baddie. Excuse me, yes. So this is going to be absolutely stunning. So, that's going to be my next sweater. Because like I said, working with Christina's yarn, I'm in love with it. And I honestly don't want to stop. So, that's where I am. I'm sad to say that's everything, but I'm not sad because do you see how much progress I got done on that sweater? 2 sleeves? Are you kidding me? I'm floored with myself. So, all I'm going to do is finish working on this body. And I'm not going to make any promises, but I plan on having a finished sweater for you by the end of the month. Because this is all I work on. So, I plan, not promise, plan. What's our mantra for 2021? Make plans, not promises. So I plan on having a finished sweater for you by the end of the month. And I'm putting it in the universe. So that's it. So thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy what you saw, please like, comment, subscribe, and share with your friends. I am here all the time. You can most definitely find me on Instagram. That is where I live, basically. And I hope you have the most amazing time living the craftiest life possible. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.